Yes, I made it to the pharmacy at the medical clinic in Vanier, just outside of Old Quebecville, and I walked. But I had some banking issues for some reason, and I'm unable to get my purchases. That's okay, I'll come back later. Meanwhile, I just thought I'd do a quick, as I'm waiting for the taxi, notice that there's no way to open these doors with, they don't have a push automatic. I find that very odd for a medical clinic and pharmacy, that it's very difficult to open the doors if you have a walker. Huh. So, just a little tip. Oh, merci beaucoup, madame. Perfect.
Bonne journée.
Bonne journée. Perfect. I mean, yes, my back is killing me. I just got back from quite a walk to the pharmacy. I decided that if I'm going to rollerblade around the world, I have to start by walking with my walker. But you know, of all the things I've healed in my body, too many things to count, really. In May, I threw away my bottle of the thyroid medication. I just threw it away because I was dying anyway of heart failure, rheumatoid arthritis, COPD, heart failure. The list went on and on. But I've been using home remedy, and I like to share what I do to keep myself healthy and fit. So that maybe next year I can rollerblade around the world or something. That's my plan. But right now, my plan is just to make a delicious meal. And what to make is I had chicken, but there's a lot of it, too much to make just one thing. So I decided to make chicken two ways. I'm going to make a battered chicken like you get in the Chinese store, chicken balls. So I've got my flour. You got to put the chicken in flour first. And I'm going to put some water in that concoction of flour and baking powder and salt. I think there's some cornstarch too. I just wing it. And I'll add water and it'll foam up and it'll make a lovely batter. And I'll have half of that as a battered chicken. Well, what to do with the other is I would like to make a chicken dumplings. And the best part of that would be the gravy. So I'm just preparing, I'm going to poach it, the other half of the chicken there, I'm going to poach it in butter, wine, garlic, and chicken stock. And I'll just poach it away until it's nice and juicy. And then I'll finish making the gravy or sauce, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a good sauce, a good gravy. And lots of it. I'll make lots. I use stock and flour, make a roux. Yeah, I'll add onion. I just wanted to tell you about this garlic, though. It's at the end of my garlic run. I don't have much left. You know, I used to waste. I used to eat just what's new and throw away the rest because I could. But I don't do that anymore for two reasons. One, I can't afford it. And two, I have a better appreciation today than I ever did for what I have. And I like to use the end of what I have for my food, my meals. So I'm at the end of my garlic, but I just wanted to let you know that this is like a supplement. Garlic is a healer. It's huge. I wouldn't worry about the smell. I love the smell. It's the smell of health. So I'm going to be adding a lot of garlic to my, not all this, I was just separating it so I could save it, but about that many. My gravy. I got onion. I got some corn. I'll make a really good chicken and dumplings. How's that sound? And I have a sweet potato I have to use up. See, it's great. I love sweet potato. And I'll have it with chicken and dumplings. And then I will freeze about. Well, I'll get so many meals out of this. I don't eat a lot. I really don't. But I love to use my human senses. Even though it's just me, I matter. And you matter. And if we don't take care of ourselves, who's going to do it? So become your best friend. Become your mom. And begin to look after yourself. Like you matter. And that deliciousness is okay. And you can create anything you want. Even out of nothing. So I'm going to do this up. And then I'm afraid because I had some banking problems at the pharmacy, I didn't get my... I decided to go back on Synthroid. And the reason is because I'm weak. That's the only problem I have left. And I'm going to see if maybe I really do need that Synthroid. That's what the angels are telling me. It sounded bizarre to me that they'd want me to go on a chemical, but it looks like they do. And I have a feeling when I get back onto that, this weakness I feel may be gone. And I may be ready for the world. I just don't know if the world's ready for me. Whatever we're going to do, though, guys, I don't know. We're going to do it with fun. I'm going to do it in a way that inspires people to follow along. And this winter, I'm going to show you Quebec City inside and out. I'm going to take you on tours. We'll go to the Citadel. We'll go to Ville de Quebec. Oh, yes, I'll take you around in the snow to the best parts of Quebec. And it'll be in English because I don't speak a lot of French. I just barely speak hello, bonjour, comment ça va? And I'll show you a side of Quebec that maybe you didn't know before. And maybe I'll do some reviews along my way and you can see for yourself how it is. I love the snow. I love Christmas. I celebrate it every day. I don't know if you know that. But I believe in the power of love. And it starts at home. And if you got no one to love, it starts with you. Bonne journée from Quebec City. You can get lots of good ideas from other people, but for me, going by the book, it really makes food taste processed and all the same. So I'm going to just show you what I do here. I decided I'm going to make, I've already told you I'm making chicken and dumplings. Um, for half of that chicken. And the other, I'm going to be making chicken balls of batter, like the Chinese style. So what I've done here, I want to show you. I do wash my meat, and with chicken, it also tenderizes um, your chicken if you soak it in water and vinegar. Oh, about a half a cup of vinegar and a bowl of water. And I slice the chicken, it's all going to be for 2 meals here, into small chunks and bigger chunks. The small chunks are going to be dried on that, and I'll coat them in flour. That's the small chunks. And the bigger chunks I'm going to poach. And I'm going to poach it in this wine stock, butter, saucy thing with lots of garlic. Now I'm just going to use about that much garlic. I got some left, so I'll be using that too. Take it from me, I used to waste everything, so I'm very proud of myself that I'm turning over a new leaf and I'm using up foods that I appreciate and that I can create so much goodness. Anyway, I remembered I had a bag of beets, and I thought, well, with the chicken and dumplings, instead of corn, maybe I'll make it with beets. And I just wanted to share with you how I do beets. I like to do it the easy way. I don't like peeling stuff really. So here's my thing. I've got a sweet potato. I got these beets, and they both have to be eaten up. So I put a hole because if you don't put a slice through it, it might explode in the oven. And I'm just going to put it in there at 425. Perfect. And let that just bake. So isn't that easy? I didn't wash it, didn't peel it, because I'll do that when I take it out. And the good stuff's in the middle. I don't have to wash or peel that sweet potato. And it's the same with my beets. I'm going to put them in whole right in that pot of boiling water and let them simmer away until they're nice and tender. And then I'm going to add some butter, maybe some garlic. I'll do something to make them taste good to go with my poached chicken and dumpling dinner. And the dumpling part I'll have to get to later, but basically it's just water, flour, salt, and shortening, and you put it in with your poached or stewed beef or poached chicken with a tight lid for about 10 minutes, and you've got dumplings. In my dumplings, I add Parmesan and a little parsley for flavor. But right in the stock, right in the juice, you can puff up some bread. With the smaller chicken balls, I'm gonna freeze them. I'll make some sweet and sour sauce. The thing is, guys, use your senses wisely. Your way. This is my way. And I love to eat healthy. I don't like processed food. I don't like uniform food. And I don't like foods that taste like they come out of um, a box. And I'm back on the Synthroid again, and I'm not feeling as weak as I did this morning. So, in addition to getting that disease out of my body by spitting it out, burping it out, farting it out, and eating it out, I am creating a new world for myself, really. And I'm trying to express it. I prayed for a stronger back, a softer heart, and a way to express myself. And I want to express myself with love and um, friendship and kindness because we have each other right now, and we can feed off each other's negative energy and get all angry or make people feel ashamed or feel like we're all better than them. Or we can share our talent and we can appreciate the talent of the people around us and maybe trade food for somebody's going to shovel my sidewalk, right? When the snow comes. And it's about people helping people. I just can't wait to get out there in the snow and show you old Quebecville. And in a way that will be fun and in a way that you can feel like you're there, but also in a way where you can rise above any negative feeling and be everything you ever dreamed of being. It's in you. I'm showing you. It's in me. It's in you. Right. Next steps. I separated my chicken, smaller pieces, bigger pieces, and I just put these smaller pieces in flour, plain flour, because it'll stick better to the batter. Now I'm not adding water yet because I'm not ready to do this deep fry yet. I'm going to put this in the fridge. I'll put that aside. And when I'm ready to deep fry, I will add about uh, enough water to make a good thick batter. You have to decide for yourself, about 3/4 of a cup. And then I will deep fry them and freeze them for another day. Meanwhile, I gotta poach some chicken here, bigger chicken chunks, and I'm gonna poach them in to start wine, butter, garlic, and onion. Just let it poach away until it's nice and cooked. And then I will take care of making the sauce using some flour to thicken it and stock. And we're good to go, I think, with the sauce for my chicken and dumplings. Now, what about the dumplings? I only have one onion and I almost chopped the whole thing up for that, but I kept some aside because I'm going to shave it into my dumpling with some parsley and parmesan. It'll go right in with the chicken and gravy with a tight lid on top. Let's see, what else we got? Okay, and I cut off the ends of these beets. And when they're finished blanching, boiling, the peel will come off nice and easy. I'll rinse them and slice them and create another dish that'll go with my chicken and dumplings and my sweet potato. What more do you want here? It's going to be a really good meal. And I'll probably share it because I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I was really named after a tugboat. Yep, it's a 1950s show. My mom used to watch a lot of TV and movies. And it was a show called Tugboat Annie. And the boat was called the Cheryl Ann. And that's what my mom named me. Cheryl with a dash and then Ann. No E. So Tugboat Annie, the Cheryl Ann, is getting ready, getting healthy, getting strong with a softer heart and a better way to express myself, you know, where it's fun and it speaks to every part of me and my history. Because what I've learned in my journey is that we all have a plan and we all want to live and we all want to live well and we're all allowed to. It starts at home. Good health starts at home. First step, poaching. I really don't know if this is what the books say to do, but what I did was just plop the chicken in, added a good amount of butter, um, added the wine, added the garlic, added the onion, and I'm going to let that poach for about, I don't know, 10, 15, I don't know. See, I'll have to see when it's done. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want the flavors to get right in that meat, right? Really do. And then I gotta take out the, you know, chunks, the meat, and add the stock. I may have to add more water, and that's okay because I got lots of flavor here. And I want lots of gravy so that I can make baggies of gravy with chicken. And then as I go along, I will make dumplings each time. I don't freeze the dumplings, not the kind I make, Norwegian style. You can't really freeze them, you gotta have them fresh. It's like bread with your gravy and chicken. So I'll just do for today and freeze the gravy and chicken. Well, that isn't looking good. And I'll have some beet dish. And I put away the little chicken balls uncooked in the fridge until I'm ready to deep fry a little later on. Bon appetit. And of course it's right on time. Um, my sweet potato, pardon my dirty oven, but I don't clean it. Yeah, no. It's like the barbecue, you know. If you want it clean, clean it yourself. So now this is ready to go. I'm going to split it open. Little soft, fluffy, sweet potato. And I'm going to put it in here with a little bit of, have you ever had Canadian maple syrup? Have you ever had Quebec syrup? I've had this for the whole time I've lived here. I use so little sugars. Just a little bit. A little dab will do ya. It'll last forever. And pumpkin seeds are in abundance too, very cheap. And I always have a tight jar of pumpkin seeds. And I'm thinking that will go good together with my sweet potato and butter. Meanwhile, beets take a long time, so I continue to they're still hard. I want them softened a little more, al dente. And a lot of people will be asking me, why don't you make borscht? You got stock there, you got the beef, why do you make the borscht? I don't like borscht. I find borscht rather watery. And you know what else? Everybody does borscht. Everybody. So I like to, find something new. And so I'm going to do something new with my beets. Meanwhile, these have been poaching away. And what I noticed is they go hard, right? After they've been poaching for a while. And so what you do is you leave them in there because I don't want hard chicken for my chicken and dumplings. And you actually literally stew them and you let them go soft. Soft chicken. Soft chicken. Treat it well. If you treat your food well, appreciate it, it'll treat you well. So, thanks for watching. I love sweet potatoes. And a little dab of maple syrup with butter. And when I'm ready to serve with my the rest of my meal, I will add a few pumpkin seeds. Meanwhile, my chicken is stewing. I discovered I need to let it stew probably for a good 45 minutes to an hour and soften that meat up. And the beets are still going strong. I am tired and ready to eat, and it's not quite complete. I didn't get to the dumplings, but I will tomorrow. And tonight I'm just going to eat. I'm going to have a beet. I'm going to have that sweet potato. I'm going to have a couple of chunks of meat with gravy. And I have a little salad in the fridge with some oil topping. Now, protein is important, but I've really cut back on my meat and saved a lot of money. And I enhance my side dishes to the point of utter joy. You can play with your food. You can create from your heart. Now, I wanted to tell you too, those beets, any red vegetable like beets, cabbage, onion, if it's red, it is really healthy. So lots of color on your plate, lots of texture, flavor, and bon appetit.